As we head into the summer, we're spending more time outside, and that might cause us to be affected by allergies. If you get itchy eyes or a running nose in the spring or the summer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And joining us on how to get the most out of our summer and to deal with these allergies is Dr. Amanda Salter from Shanbom Eye Institute, or eye specialist. And good morning, and thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And we were talking about it during the break. Allergies is something that most people can relate. Even if you don't suffer from them, you know exactly what we're talking about. So if you could tell us just a little bit about just how common eye allergies are, or just allergies in general.
Yeah, so eye allergies are extremely common. About 20% of the population is affected, and this is definitely the time of year.
So we were also talking about the fact that when you have allergies, they seem like they can pop up out of nowhere. Like I've never dealt with allergies, but something about this year. Is it common for people to?
So as we were talking about, yes, you can, develop allergies, definitely. But I think I was telling you the air quality right now with the smoke from the fires, I think, is definitely affecting a lot of people and making eye allergies or irritation worse. So I think that's unique to right now.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, so that makes sense because we've been talking about the smoke forecast and the allergy forecast,
Exactly.
and I never really thought about the two of them kind of being synonymous.
Right.
So it explains why I'm developing them. So when it comes to developing allergies later in life, how common is that?
So that can definitely happen, and I did want to mention, one thing I think is important is, when you think about dry, itchy, irritated, red eyes, right now, this time of year, you're definitely going to think about eye allergies, but it's really not specific to that. So it can be from dry eye, or it could be from an eye allergy, or other kind of inflammations. It could be from an infection. So I think, I just want to say, if you don't know what's going on, if you haven't had allergies before, rather than just assuming it is, you may want to visit your eye doctor and find out, is it allergies or is it something else?
Okay, and could you give us just a little bit of a detailed synopsis on what somebody could expect if they were to check it out and say, my eyes have been bothering me, and they paid you a visit?
So I think there are a lot of things you can do as far as lifestyle changes and even over-the-counter remedies, and then of course there's prescription medication. So as far as lifestyle changes, I would say, for example, if you're allergic to pollen, when the pollen counts are high, when you're up there telling us today it's really, that's a day where you want to limit your time outdoors. When you are outdoors, if you're wearing sunglasses, that can kind of generally protect your eyes from the pollen, so that's useful. And then, of course you want to rub your eyes when it's so itchy, but that is not good for your eyes. It actually makes it worse. It's more irritating. It can cause inflammation.
Okay.
So when you're feeling really itchy, a couple of things can be helpful. Doing a regular daily eyelid and lash cleanser, and there are plenty of those over the counter.
Okay.
And, like every night to do that and kind of wash away debris and pollen. And then really when you're itchy, a cool compress over your closed eyelids is really helpful. And I also recommend just preservative-free artificial tears. That's soothing and comforting and also will wash away allergens.
Okay.
And then we're really lucky now that a couple of allergy drops that used to be prescription only are available over the counter.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's really useful for many people. And then if that's not enough, we have, I will provide, maybe a steroid eye drop or a prescription allergy or anti-inflammatory eye drop that can be helpful as well.
Okay, now sometimes people will suffer in silence. They'll deal with it, but they won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I know we're running out of time, but I did want to get to this. What would you recommend as far as getting it treated, or what happens if you don't get it treated?
Yeah, so I think it depends on the severity as far as if you don't get it treated. I mean, if you're having significant symptoms, it could cause a lot of inflammation, which can lead to problems with your vision. So you definitely don't want to suffer in silence, and it is important to treat these things. But it all depends on how symptomatic you are, I'd say.
Okay. Well, we're going to have a full screen as far as information on where you can check out Dr. Amanda. Just want to thank you for coming to join us here for this morning. And yeah, we all can relate to allergies, so now you know where you can get some assistance with them. So there it is, the Shanbom Eye Specialist, and they'll be able to help you out with all of those issues with the allergies from the pollen and the smoke that we have in the atmosphere. So thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this.